Hi everyone, it's Kev Magpies here. Just doing a reaction video about the Hawks. Obviously now concerned that they lost against Geelong. Look, Hawthorn are not a bad team. I think in a way they are the middle of the road team. I don't think they are good what they think they are, sort of type thing. I know that Matthew Lloyd made some comments saying that they should go back to draft. I think that too. I think that's about it. But also, I don't think they're a top 4 team or top 8 team. If they are, they'll be bottom half of the top 8, between 6 to 12. I think with their list, I think now they've got they're the oldest list in the competition. They have made some tough calls on some senior players, and I think that's the best way to go about it, I reckon. But the players that they've got from the draft and they're trading because they thought they were in the window, to be brutally honest, I don't think they are. I think they're more likely it will take a few years to go to the draft, get some first round picks in, and start training. Now, what they did was remarkable. The players that they got from 2014 onwards, especially Brian Lake, David Hale, and all the rest. But this is a complete different Hawthorn team. It's not the same as what it normally is. And that's how I see Hawthorn now. I don't see them as the top team. But we will find out for sure about what Hawthorn do. People say, don't like Hawthorn off because they are a great team. Yeah, they were back then, but now they're not. I think they are old. I think they are slow. Personally, I don't think they are a top 8 team. They finished 9th. They finished just outside the finals. But to me, they lose games against teams that they probably should be beating, like teams like Essendon and I think North Melbourne at 1.2. So there is a lot of confusion on that. On where they think that they were at. Now it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen this week. Against Richmond, I think Richmond will win now. Wait until tomorrow, because that's when I will be doing my footy tits video. And I will be posting that stuff up for you guys. Because to me, I think the more I post up like a footy tips and reactions on what I thought on how Collingwood plays, to be brutally honest, I'd rather be honest, I think now it is a chance for Hawthorn to go to the draft. I don't think they will now. I think they're always wanting to probably be on the top of the food chain for so long. I think people like Jeff Kennett, who are thinking on the next 50 years, 25 premierships or something. I just don't see that happening. I thought, it is about time that they take their medicine. I don't see them as a team that would probably bottom down, but I think they might have to. They are, that they're such an arrogant team in the way they go about it. And to be brutally honest, I feel sorry for Ben McAvoy. He's a ruckman, not a centre-half back player. It might have worked against the West Coast Eagles last year, but, it is one game back, and it's probably, it's not an overreaction, but they haven't played in Geelong for a while. And I personally think that is an advantage that Geelong has. Geelong are a better team. They're 3-goal better team or something at home. So, and then they've got Carlton this week, so I think I'm pretty sure they'll beat Carlton. But then again, we had Gold Coast beating West Coast at home. So, I think personally now, I think the way we're seeing from West Coast, I'm pretty sure we'll get the same thing from them for the next 3 weeks or so. I think it will be a competitive team. They might tire out and get really tired, but they've got an opportunity there, I reckon, to bring some wins at home if possible. But I can't see Hawthorn beating Richmond. The only reason why, Hawthorn's got a lot of defenders. I think it's tall. Richmond has a small forward line with only Lynch and Rewo as the 2 talls. So I don't think you can go in 3 talls or 4 talls against a Richmond team. I don't think that could work. It may have worked against the Brisbane Lions, potentially with their forward line, but I just don't see it myself, and I think that we will see Hawthorn going down the bottom maybe for 4 years or something. Alistair Clarkson is very stubborn. And they set down on footy classified. Go on to footy online or type in footy classified, it will be there. Especially about the Western Bulldogs as well. But with Hawthorn and the way they're at, they, people say he's a greatest catch. Yeah, he is. But I think it's time for him and for the club to accept their medicine and Tom Scully, we didn't know about him. Jago Amir, he's been on. Tom Mitchell, but he needs 50 touches just to have a good game. And he's a communicator. A communicator with the footy. He racks up the numbers. He's the sort of player, get the handball at the back. 2018 he kicked more goals and that's how he won the Brownlow. But he had 50 possessions game. He just racks them up. He's not as, a hard-working midfielder. 70% of teams who get off to a good start in the first quarter go on and win the game. I think that's plain and simple in my book when it comes to that. But you know what? We see it all the time. You start well, you generally finish well. I think one thing that they need, that probably what needs to happen is probably put in some younger kids like Mitchell Lewis. He was going to play that void of when Judd Rufford retires. Yet they're brought in Patton, who is injury prone. I don't know if that experiment is going to work. I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure that will. I don't see it as being a success in a long term. Maybe short term, maybe. But long term, I don't think so. I think Hawthorn needs some kids in. They need to start developing. And I think it's crucial for them to have a Box Hill Hawks or a Hawthorn VFL team. Because you need to be able to develop these kids, and if you can't, you're going to start dishing up performances where you're down on input, and players like Chad Wingard and all the rest that they don't step up to perform. Tell you what, they're going to struggle. They are really going to struggle. So that's how I think. So that's one way of putting something on it. I'm not. Hawthorn fans are probably gonna hate what I'm saying, but I think you get some of them might actually say, well, you know what, I think he's actually right. I think if, you know, it's not overreacting off the one loss, but it's how they lost, really. You know, Hawthorn have been a good team for years, but it's time for them to take their medicine. It's time for them to accept that. Say, well, you know what, I think we need to start going to draft and getting these kids and start developing. It worked when they won those 3 premierships, but how long they've been up there for, to be brutally honest. So I think that does take its toll. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you. I'll do a footy tips video tomorrow, and obviously I'll give out my tips on who I think that will win. A lot of upsets, but this is how it will get done. Bye.